USDA. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Now here's Porter, guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Porzingis with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Doncic bounce pass. A 3 from Porzingis. Denver grabs the miss, and that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Campazzo, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Doncic against Jokic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Passes it to Rivers. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
Rivers against Hardaway. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Brunson scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
Green, he's checked in for Denver. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Out to the right wing. Here's Harrison. Offline with his 3. Mavericks leading by 7. It's Redick on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Gordon penetrating. And Green slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. Trey Burke's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Harrison. Burke covering. Harrison passes to McGee. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Redick. Rebounded by McGee.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Right side Millsap. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up 3. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Michael Porter, and it's Harrison in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Richardson kicks to Redick. And there's the feed to Cauley Stein. And another shot. He lays it in. Cauley Stein's got 5.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
McGee in the high post. It's Porter. It's out the key. The shot. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Millsap dishes to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's JaMychal Green in for Paul Millsap. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Harrison. Campazzo. No good off the front iron.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Doncic looking it over. Foul. That's good. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, is really paramount.
Porter, no luck.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside, Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. Out to Porzingis.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And Porter, here we go. Green finds Porter. Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. Porter passes to Green. Comes up empty down low. Mavericks leading by 7. On the wing, Doncic. He's got 6. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about the visions there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Harrison. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. And that one is hammered home.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Porzingis. Powell. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, Porter. The pass to Jokic. She's over Powell. Jokic, no good. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Here's Rivers. And he gets the whistle. 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed. And the first half is now in the books. The Mavericks on top. Ending.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, look, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks. Goodbye.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Gordon. Baseline try. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And Doncic throws it down.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Passes it to Rivers. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Porzingis, that's a 2. They get the rebound.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
From beyond the arc, knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Nuggets trail by 18. To the inside, Powell with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. Dishes to Powell. Out to Doncic. Dallas no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Porzingis against Gordon. Five to shoot. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Michael Porter. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Trying to end the drought, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Kleber kicks to Porzingis. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. 1:12 left to play in the third. Porzingis can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Jokic with it, now guarded by Porzingis. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. He'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
And the basket is good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Rivers against Richardson. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Misses the three.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And that one's good. Burt. 29 seconds left to play in the third. The Nuggets trail by 15, and the pass to Rivers. "15 seconds left in the third. Denver needs to get off his shot. Jokic, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Austin Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Gordon, and it's Porter in at the two-guard spot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Gordon against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Rivers scanning the floor. Back to Porter. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Millsap with the steal. Rivers with it. And Doncic, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The first free throw is good.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets trail by 19. Outside Porter. Millsap at the elbow. The 9-foot shot. Count it.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Millsap's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Doncic. That shot off the mark. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outside Millsap. Clock at 6. Porter against Doncic. It's deflected. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Porzingis is checked in. And they double up Doncic. Right side Porzingis. Fires from the corner. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porter passes to Jokic.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Dallas leading by 15. Doncic dishes to Powell. Outside Hardaway. That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rivers finds Porter. He can't get it to go. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Doncic against Porter. Can they get it? And it's Doncic missing. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Free throw good. Porter. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Porter drops them both.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
Doncic against Morris. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morris looking over the floor. 9 feet out. That's tipped. Here's Finney-Smith. The three for Doncic. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has...
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 4. Doncic passes to Powell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Paul outside to the middle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Porzingis inside. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and that one drops.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Craig, guarded by Porzingis. Craig passes to Ayton. Another shot. Craig can't get it to go.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
It's blocked, and he recovers it. And stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis, and that one good. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Back to Paul, but Trey. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You know, guys, this is the danger Porzingis poses in the open floor. He's excellent at getting to his spots.
Here's Paul. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Doncic passes to Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, and I think Powell is terrific in the pick and roll. Knows how to dive after he sets the screen.
Ball against Doncic. Down low, Ayton. And he gets the whistle. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bridges misses. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch checked in for Torrey Craig. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Langston Galloway's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They're leading by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Richardson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Payne looking around. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Richardson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Richardson in at the 2-guard. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. Suns trail by 12. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Really like how Saric uses his size and length to get after the offensive glass. Very good at crashing the board.
There's the lob to the hoop, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Galloway, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
Here's Galloway. Richardson covering. And Carter has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. It's his first trip to the line.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Langston Galloway.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
Carter against Doncic. There's the pass to Booker. Kaminsky. It's good on the putback.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
To the paint, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Dallas leading by 13. Outside, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Carter against Doncic. Carter drives in. He gets that one. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic with it. Shot clock at 5. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bridges shot. Good.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And the dunk by Booker.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
To the inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And they're on the break. By himself. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Sharch comes in for Crowder. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Payne in for Carter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
The drive by Doncic, and he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Booker, and that one released in time, but no good.
Well, Richardson's quickness really makes him a tough defender. He's just all over you.
And a close game.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12 points and 3. And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul, and it's Craig in at the 4-man position.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Paul with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Pass to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Doncic against Bridges. And there it is for him.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's Bridges.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Ball against Porzingis. 6 to shoot. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Inside. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Ayton.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. It is. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly, gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Dallas needs to get off a shot from deep. Offensive rebound. He can't get that one. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. Offensive rebound. And he banks in the layup. Ayton's got 10.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Richardson attacking. And he makes that one. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Johnson. And it goes down 2 points. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Richardson up top. Defended by Paul. Richardson against Paul. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Tries again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Sharge has checked in for Torrey Craig. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Carter, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Doncic against Crowder. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And here's Payne. Shoots over Brunson. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Burke. Powell is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Brunson in at the point guard.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Here's Crowder, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Payne, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Now Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Mavericks leading by 5. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Bridges with the board.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
No good from Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Kaminsky is checked in for Jay Crowder. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
The Suns making a switch here. Hall's checked in. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Comes up empty down low. Suns trail by 7. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Paul with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. The shot's good. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Porzingis finds Powell. Back to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Powell. 1:52 left in the fourth. Here's Porzingis. Phoenix grabs the miss. Charge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's blocked. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Saric, and it's Torrey Craig in for Kaminsky. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Out left to the wing. Bridges for 3. Drops in the tray.
Now, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Doncic looking it over. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Booker with it. Outguarded by Porzingis. Booker the pass to Paul. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, Paul's got them dropping right now for sure.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. The pass to Pop. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul outside to take the lead. Good!
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
And the officials are signaling for a video review of the last-second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the balance of the review now.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even
the end. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Rivers, and for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Craig in at the 4. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Porter looking it over. To the middle, here's Jokic. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Booker the bounce pass. Paul for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Rivers trying to get open. Jokic, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The putback. That shot off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Rivers. Craig pulls it in.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Now here's Paul. No good on the triple.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Paul against Jokic. Now Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Over Porter. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
That puts them in the lead.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now here's Paul. Passes to Craig. 1:43 left in the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Campazzo defended by Paul. The pass to Gordon. Campazzo. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Paul looking around. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Campazzo defended by Paul. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Saric has checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. Here's Jokic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now here's Booker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they're able to recover. Kicks it to Bridges. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Now here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
We've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Saric. Johnson is out there with Payne. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Payne passes to Saric. McGee with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson surveying the floor. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Cameron Payne. Good work there as it goes. Rivers has got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. No good that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Harrison, defended by Carter. Clock at 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Green inside the three-point line. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Here's Galloway. No points in the game yet for him. Fires from deep. And the Suns miss again. The Nuggets leading by 6. McGee bounce pass. It's stolen. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, the easy one there. You know, Galloway able to read the defense, finding his man for the great setup. Pretty.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Millsap. Clock at 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Crowder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on JaVale McGee.
Let's not forget, Jay Crowder is a former second-round draft pick. This guy has made his bones in the NBA by adding toughness to every team he's played on.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Johnson. Devin Booker comes in for Langston Galloway, and Chris Paul's subbed in for Carter. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Harrison. And stolen by Booker. Out in his own on the break. Goes up, and the dunk by Booker.
A case in point of running the floor well in transition. Yet another way Booker can beat you.
And Devin Booker in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract. Coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges comes in for Crowder, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Ayton. Booker, right side. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Passes it to Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got it all tied up now for Denver.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now the pass to Booker. Was shot missing. Good defense by Jokic.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
On the wing, Booker. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. Booker the pass to Paul. Fades away.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Gordon. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Aaron Gordon is a tremendous athlete, and if he gets you off your feet with the pump fake, turn the lights out.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. And both free throws good for Gordon. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Ball outside. To the right side. Here's Craig. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Ball kicks to Johnson. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Paul. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Nuggets leading by 5. Rivers with it. He's got 6. It's Jokic, top of the key. Over Ayton. And that one goes long. Here's Craig. Jokic defending. Stolen by Rivers. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
The 3. Rivers can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. Outside Carter. Harrison with the rebound.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Ayton against Jokic. Pass to Rivers. Porter kicks to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Millsap comes in for Porter. Here's Saric. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How about the instincts of Dario Saric? Just exceptional at getting those second chance opportunities.
Rivers surveying the D. Pass to Green. Here's the 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Galloway, no good. Denver leading by 3. They kick it out to Green. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Loads it up for Millsap. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. McGee with the block. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Denver on top, up 3. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Booker and Bridges are the wings.
You too.
Jay Crowder out there with Dario Saric, and it's Payne in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it's the Suns with the ball. Passes it to Booker. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, at 6'6", let's remember, Devin Booker has enough size to feel confident on the interior.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Here's Jokic. Five on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Bridges against Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Denver has possession. They lead by 1. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Five to shoot. Campazzo, defended by Crowder. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Outside Crowder, down low. Got a piece of it. Booker. And he converts the layup. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
Some changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Crowder. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Porter's checked in for Denver. And here is Paul. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Porter. He's off on that one, so Phoenix will take it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And there's the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. Suns trail by 3. Johnson attacking. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Pass to Jokic. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closer. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. To take the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough.
Dish now to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Second shot opportunity. Jokic with the bucket.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Rivers. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Campazzo. The kick out to Porter. Floats it up for Jokic. Count it.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Stolen away. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon missing.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Porter. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Gordon. He's out there with Porter. Rivers out there with Jokic. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Nuggets.
And Gordon is a guy who is going to take advantage of these drives to the basket. Just feast on them. He's got a killer mindset.
And Doncic, here we go.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
6 on the shot clock. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force? I love it.
And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Rivers after Luka Doncic's bucket. Knocks it loose. Doncic with the steal for the finish. And the dunk by Doncic.
Outstanding play by Doncic to come up with that steal. His impact, his fingerprints, as a matter of fact, on every part of this game.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Powell with the bounce pass. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Jokic. Takes the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Another way that Jokic keeps pressure on the defense is that he can spray home a few threes if you don't keep an eye on it.
To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And he gets it to go.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Doncic. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. The pass to Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 8 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Passes to Rivers. From deep three-point range. But they recover it. Porter looking it over. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Gordon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, you look at Gordon. He is cut up now. Fantastic at being able to overcome physical defenses because of his own physicality.
Stolen by Rivers. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Paul Millsap out there with Green, and it's Rivers, and there's Gordon, and it's Harrison in at the one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Brunson with a clean look, and he can extend the lead to double digits.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Harrison scanning the floor. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Come on. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. From deep. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Not going to go that time. The Nuggets trail by 8. Millsap kicks to Harrison. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's good. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Really a smart player, Paul Millsap. I mean, he just has a sense of what to do and when to do it, especially cutting after setting the pick.
Dallas, no good that time either. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. To the wing right side. Harrison passes to McGee. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Porter. Shoots the three. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Mavericks leading by 6.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Here's Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The putback. Here's Jokic. And the pass to Harrison. Clock at 6. Tries yet again. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. That shot no good. And so it's Dallas ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that'll do.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic feeling it out. The 3. A second chance effort. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Inside. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Rivers against Hardaway. Rivers dishes to Gordon. Over Hardaway. Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 9. Right side Porzingis. It's deflected and stolen by Gordon. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. With the putback. And Porter putting it right back in.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Jokic, it's good on the putback.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The drive by Doncic. Gordon against Porzingis.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And here's Gordon from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Porzingis. Out to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. And it's Green in for Porter. Pass to Green. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein.
And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's McGee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Passes it to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And Gordon, with that strength and athleticism, made a tough shot look easy despite the contact.
Brunson scanning the floor. Second chance shot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Trey Burks checked in for Dallas. Back to Harrison. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. And Millsap slams it in.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
1 second left. Not enough on that one as it misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Porter is out there with Harrison, and it's Gordon in at the small forward position.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Harrison kicks to Gordon. Goes up on the wing, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And, oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Yep, it counts. And now a 7-point Maverick lead.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Millsap, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Jokic with the steal. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Outside, Porzingis from deep three-point range. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 8. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Gordon. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And Doncic, here we go.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. And a switcher also for Denver. Rivers checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To the middle. Millsap passes to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. That one, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Ball stolen.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Doncic outside. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Over to the left wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good from the wing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Outside, Porzingis. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Porter. Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 12. 27 seconds left in the game. Guys, what's your take?
And really only one choice here, guys, and that's the foul. Not enough time left to allow the offense to kill the clock.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Morris passes to Chanshaw. Back to Morris. To stop the drought. And he sinks the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
There's the pass to Powell. Left side, Porzingis. No good with the triple. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good competition, but all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being... and welcome everyone here on 2K. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the power forward. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. To the paint, Powell with the steal. Booker against Porzingis. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Paul with the 3.
How about that defense by Powell? Not overly physical, obviously, but he moves his feet and anticipates plays.
That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Paul against Doncic. And Paul gets it to go in.
Well, the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
Doncic looking it over. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 14 feet away. He can't get it to go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Booker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be daring to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Porzingis inside. Defended by Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, what a pleasure to have a 7-footer who you can play through because Kristaps Porzingis, that nice shooting form, carries over to the free throw line. That is crucial.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Redick surveying the D. Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Redick. The 11-footer. Jump shot is good.
keeping that mid-range area alive. Redick is fantastic at realizing when to shoot from that spot.
There's Galloway, covered by Redick. Galloway, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The shot by Redick, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the triple. Galloway, no good. The Mavericks leading, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Passes it to Brunson. Here's Cauley-Stein. He's guarded by Johnson. Cauley-Stein kicks to Kleba. Just 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. He doesn't hit that one. Phoenix has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Payne can't hit. Dallas shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein. Redick is in the corner. To the left side wing. It's Redick on the wing. Shoots over Crowder. Dallas again missing. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Crowder with the ball. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead, up 2. And we'll get going after this from the... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
They've got Cauley-Stein. Burke is out there with Richardson. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Redick in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Burke, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Cauley-Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And then for Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Crowder. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Booker in for Payne. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. 4-point game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Doncic with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Doncic kicks to Burke. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 4. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Bridges, and the layup's good off the glass.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Doncic outside. To the middle. Powell dishes to Doncic. The pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Banked in off the glass.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Outside Hardaway. And stolen by Booker. Pulls it up. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Porzingis is checked in for Burke. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Phoenix. Paul comes in for Carter. Paul against Doncic. Right side Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. Again the miss by the Mavericks. The Suns have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Paul with the 3, sinks the 3-pointer. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Torrey Craig. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Booker. Porzingis can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
There's Galloway. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Mavericks trail by 5. Burke, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Ball fires from way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The 11-footer. Here's Saric. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And Porzingis, here we go. They now take the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Paul. And he makes good on the layup. Paul's got 7 points. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Doncic outside. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 4.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Paul. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Porzingis passes to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Brunson with it, working on Payne. Hardaway, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Kaminsky. Richardson cover. Knocked loose. Mavericks trail by 9.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Pass to Brunson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Cauley-Stein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 5-point Suns lead.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Carter. And the layup is good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Redick with the 3, drills the three-pointer. Redick's got 5 points so far.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
For 3, Bridges. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Redick kicks to Richardson. Off target with his 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Carter with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. Carter, that's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Right wing. Now Bridges. That 3 off the mark. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. That one falls. Brunson's got 4 this quarter. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Payne. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we'll get going after this from the And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Paul. Count it. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, despite pretty good defense, Chris Paul finishes the shot. That's about concentration and being locked in.
Doncic against Paul. Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
Paul against Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And it's Paul missing. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Here's Paul. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Man, Chris Paul under duress of the defense. What concentration.
Doncic outside. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Paul against Doncic. Paul looking over the floor. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Well, that's a strong finish right there. KP not afraid to attack the paint, scored through contact. Woo-hoo.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Jake Crowder's checked in for the Suns. And that one's good. Doncic.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Doncic against Paul. And he banks in the layup. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Doncic outside. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
Paul can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 9. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Craig pulls it in. Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now the pass to Paul. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
To the inside, Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And now it's an 11-point Dallas lead.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here are the Suns now. He dishes it to Booker. Shoots from the corner. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis at the elbow. Doncic outside. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And so it's Dallas with it. Crowder inside. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play
for both teams tonight, Clark. Unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there, and that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Ayton. And it's Craig in at the power forward. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Rivers hits both of them. Here's Paul. Ayton in the high post. No good. Shot missing. And Denver the other way now.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's Jokic. Outside, Porter. Floats it up for Jokic. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Campazzo defended by Paul. Left side, Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Craig, guarded by Porter. Craig can't get it to go. Here's Gordon, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Bridges. This one for 3, hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Denver leading by 3. Campazzo defended by Paul. Here's Rivers, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Some changes for Phoenix. Sharch is checked in for Torrey Craig. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. With 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Pass to Harrison. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. Passes to Jokic for the 3. Payne grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And there's Booker on the assist from Payne. Booker's got his third basket of the night.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Here's Harrison, and that one is stuffed right through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Booker. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Oh, Ayton in position. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Pass to Jokic. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Payne kicks to Johnson. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. It's all tied in Denver. We'll get things started in the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Carter, Kaminsky out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Johnson, and it's Galloway in its shooting guard. And the Suns tack on 2 more. Here's Harrison. Dishes it to McGee. Back to Harrison. Here's Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Green's got his first points in this one.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Carter looking around. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot block.
Bridges, he's jacked in for Johnson. Campazzo, defended by Carter. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Galloway.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Harrison. The shot from the low post is good. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Galloway. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Campazzo, defended by Carter. And there's the pass to Harrison. It's stolen by Carter. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Porter. And there's Bridges on the assist by Kaminsky. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Here's Galloway to the right side. Here's Bridges. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Campazzo defended by Carter. There's a minute left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Porter passes to Harrison. And here is Green, defended by Crowder. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation for the Nuggets. Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Harrison. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Saric has checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Torrey Craig comes in for Jay Crowder. Cameron Payne's checked in for Langston Galloway. And Chris Paul subbed in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Floats it up for Jokic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Johnson can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Payne looking around. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Up again, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the... And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. But kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Porter against Bridges. Down low. It's tipped. And here comes the break. Here's Jokic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 6-point Nugget lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Campazzo defended by Paul. 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in, and a change for the Suns. Crowder's checked in. Here's Rivers, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix. Suns trail by 5. Paul outside. Now the feed to Kaminsky. He gets it in there.
And the instincts from the veteran point guard. Chris Paul has tremendous feel for the game and for how to get his teammates the ball when they're open.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Millsap dishes to Gordon. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the dunk by Booker.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Rivers against Booker. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got 5 points so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
For the lead, and the layup is up and in. 11 points in the game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rivers passes to Gordon. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Paul for 3. He can't hit that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Pass to Rivers. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Jokic. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And for the Suns, Langston Galloway's checked in for Kaminsky. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And there's the foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Adding new elements to his game. When Gordon is passing it like this, he's hard to guard.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. Back to Galloway. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Galloway hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Saric, Payne out there with Carter. Then it's Johnson, and it's Craig in at the 4 slot. Johnson against Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Carter.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Saric. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Campazzo, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Payne kicks to Booker. Back to Payne. 3 on the clock. Millsap with the double team. Booker outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Phoenix making a change here. Paul's checked in. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Campazzo defended by Paul. Inside, here's Millsap. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it's really easy to see that Millsap is a tough guy. He doesn't mind mixing it up a little.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Now here's Paul. On the wing, Booker. And it's sent back by Jokic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Denver leading by 7. And here's Rivers. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic passes to Rivers. Launches a three. No good that time.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Bridges with it. From past the arc. Phoenix, no good that time either.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Paul with the bucket.
I think the three-point shot is one of Paul's deadliest weapons. You got to chase him off the line.
Campazzo defended by Paul. Down low. Millsaps against Johnson. Rivers in the corner. Over Booker. Rivers can't get it to go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Jokic. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton comes in for Saric, and it's Torrey Craig in for Johnson. Here's Booker. That shot missing. Good defense by Jokic. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Rivers hits both of them. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Paul outside. The shot. And the Suns miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now Jokic takes a 3. And again, Denver no good. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Here's Rivers from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Ayton. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident win and